Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We have some more Rise of Mordor for you today, and this is a glorious 2v1 siege showing off all three of the factions that have had major updates, I guess you could say. Obviously Imladris being the new faction that is the main addition to this Rise of Mordor update. We also have Mordor here defending, and we have the Iron Hills. Well, the dwarves are variable, but with the Iron Hills, as you can see, they're over here. And so we obviously have the elves and the dwarves attacking today. They've put aside their differences, and they're going to march out. If you haven't seen the Iron Hills or the Iron Dwarves, the Iron Guards, sorry, we'll get there eventually. We'll get the name out eventually. Yeah, these are the Iron Guards from the Iron Hills. So these guys are obviously in the Battle of the Five Armies. They are led by Dane Ironfoot there, but they are they've been shoehorned in with Erebor. I don't know whether the Iron Hills ever will get its own faction. It may never, but it's good to see them here. I'm glad that this elite spear unit is here. It's a very elite spear unit. It's like 1300 coins to bring. Not gonna get them loads of kills, but they'll hold the line forever. I certainly won't get like lots of kills against, say, like elves, men, other dwarves, stuff like that. But orcs, I guess they may get a lot of kills. You never know. But we do have a sally straight away by the Vassal Southron Cavalry, which is a very, it's a light shot cavalry. It's going after these Noldorian archers here. You see there are a lot of them being brought today. Actually, probably more of them than there is like shock infantry. So obviously, we'll go over quickly some of the units again. And I mean, you've got like the Noldorian archers here. We showed them off quickly at the beginning of this video. We then got the shock infantry, which is very similar to Linden's. You can see it's here, looking very nice with their long swords. Then we have their cavalry back here, Noldorian horsemen, and they look amazing as well. And then I think also the final unit, which I actually haven't brought, is horse archers. If you're going to check out the horse archers, I fully recommend going and checking out the update video I did the other day, and it was certainly a very good video, and shows off all the new all the new units. There are some Mordor units. I don't know if I can see them yet. I'm going to say no, I can't, but I'll just double check. But we'll get this battle underway anyway. And as you can see, the Southron Cavalry coming charging in and going after these poor elven archers. I mean, these elven archers are really elite, so it's a good unit to take out. And yeah, they will still die even if they get hit by cavalry like that. Look at that, already down to 64 men. And the Vassal Southron Cavalry lost no men at all. I actually lost one. This one lost a few more. I don't know why. This one's getting focused on by arrows. Oh my gosh. Yeah, these poor elves now they're going for a second bite of the elves. And yeah, I mean, you can see the arrows just flying through the air, doing a lot of damage. You can hear the elven horns going off. And they're firing their arrows themselves. They look glorious. They really do. Lose every arrow you have. You can see cavalry coming in, Noldorian horsemen. They're really quick cavalry. They have actually broken one elf unit. So that's kind of a pretty good win there for the shock cavalry. I mean, it's going to actually get us a shot at this one as well. You might be able to take out this one. Yeah, I think it might. It'll certainly take out a good chunk of it. It wasn't the greatest of charges, but it certainly was an okay charge. And I don't think the dwarves had to deal with anything over on their side. No sallies there yet. And then the cavalry for the elves has now arrived. And their silver armor. Imladris looks amazing, and it really is now. I mean, it would be amazing to do like some coalition of elves, have the Woodland Realm, Imladris and Linden all fighting together against, I don't know, like an army of men, dwarves, orcs, whatever. They could probably take them. It'd be a scary coalition, put it like that. You have really good cavalry, infantry, and archers if you bring all three factions, because they've all got their own strengths in one way or another. But I'm just having a look to see whether I can find the other new unit. Yes, I can. It's all the way at the top here. So here we go. This is the new unit. It's the Guards of the Teeth, and I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to be pretty spooked by how scary this unit is. It's a very scary unit. Look at that. It reminds me very much of the Mouth of Sauron from like the movies when like Aragorn chops his head off. It looks awesome. It's another polearm unit. And yes, I don't care if the allies attacked by the enemy. We've got to look at this unit. It looks amazing. Look at the armor. This is an elite polearm unit. Like the Morgul Legion, wherever they are like, we'll go and just compare them to the Morgul Legion. Morgul Legion is a trained unit. Is this more Guards of the Teeth? No, that is Morgul Legion, yeah. This is they're limited to these Morgul Legion. They're limited on how many you can bring up these guys. And they're, I think, hard enough to break through on their own. This Morg Legion is nasty on its own, very, very elite. And then you go to the Guards of the Teeth, which are an elite polearm unit. Like, if you've got an elite polearm unit, that unit's not been broken down in a long time. It's got so much armor, and it's really rough. I fought against it quite recently, and it was very, very scary to fight. But as you can see, but you see, yeah, that's the new unit. That is the new unit Mordor has had added. And it's good to see that Mordor still getting a bit of love. I think Mordor, like I said, does need a bit of an overhaul. Some of its lower tier units could do looking a bit more, not nicer, but because they're lower tier units. But I think like they could do looking a bit sharper, just a bit more polished, possibly, is the way that I put it. But yeah, so I think that the well, I know that the elves are just lining up a battering ram here. They're going to just march on through. No traps that will damage them here, so they'll be able to get in. And then they've got a nice little defense to go across here. Got a nice bridge. I mean, they've got some stakes. Uruk Throng waiting for them. Uruk Throng are a solid unit, and I mean they've got a lot of men here. Have the orcs. I mean they've got 7,000. They actually outnumber. The defenders outnumber the attackers, but quality is certainly with the dwarves and the elves. They could take probably hundreds of these orcs down on their own. And it looks like we've got the Erebor Axe Warriors, and these guys are silver chevroned. They're coming onto the wall now. But anyway, if you'd like to see some more Rise of Mordor content, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. Always appreciate the support, and I want to show off as much Rise of Mordor as possible, because I know you guys enjoy seeing it. And it will certainly be a blast to show off more of this new update. I honestly thought that the dwarves, sorry, were coming down here. And they certainly don't want to. There's orc pikes waiting for them, so they probably want to start. I mean, technically the first infantry clash, I guess, is this little scrap over here. We've had the first actual fight, but yet to have the first infantry scrap. This is a long wall for the dwarves to attack. They got to be careful. They need to get they destroy siege equipment. Oh, that's when the ram gets destroyed. Yeah, that's a silly thing. But they have actually destroyed the gate, and they can now go through. I don't know if this hasn't got oils. It's just a gatehouse, so they can just take this. And this wooden Noldorian sword here just takes the gate, and everything else marches on through. They'll destroy the towers in a moment as well, and they'll be good to go. So that'll be there you go. First bit of an inroad there for the elves. I mean, the worrying sign is also that they have does Mordor that they have these Servants of the Eye. These guys are nasty. The dwarves and the elves have to watch out for these guys a lot. This is probably still by far and away the scariest unit that Mordor has to offer, even with the Guards of the Teeth now being added. I think this unit here, I mean, Guards of the Teeth, I don't know what their potential kills are. I've only played with them a couple of times, so can't really gauge how many kills they'll probably get a game. But Servants of the Eye, they can get like 300-400 kills quite easily. And obviously, in the right circumstances, upwards of 400 kills. They are scary. It's a very heavy melee cavalry unit. And it acts like shock anyway. If you charge in that unit, just head on into anything, it's going to knock it over. And get a lot of kills. So yeah, they've got some Servants of the Eye, and they have a General Servants of the Eye as well. I do believe that you can bring another. I think you can bring Guards of the Teeth now as a General, but I'm not entirely sure. But they chose to bring Servants of the Eye, probably the better choice. They got more here. You can only bring 3 Servants of the Eye. They are capped because they are that good. Here we go. The first proper infantry fight, I guess, going on now is the dwarves here on the wall. Now facing the Uruk archers and the orc pillagers up here. I think the Uruk archers are trying to get off the wall. Look at them. You can see them here. Oh no, this might be the Uruk Throng. No, that's definitely archers. They haven't got a sword. Oh, poor archers. They just got stuck up there. I think that's pathfinding. Just not quite sure where to go. But the dwarves are getting stuck in there. Here we go, the pillagers getting all mixing in. Look at it, it's only like 5 orcs holding back a whole mass. 5 dwarves, sorry, holding back a whole mass of orcs here. Come on, men. Or I should say, Durin's folk. Gonna hold them back. Hold back this evil. Oh, there's a few more. They're getting a bit overwhelmed. They're getting boxed in around there. None of them are dropped yet. And yeah, oh, there you go, those pillagers. Having a good time. Orc pillagers, I personally think, are a very underrated shock infantry unit. They're quite solid if they're used correctly. And the dwarves, they need to just get archers up onto this wall. So you can see, look at this. They just, yeah, I think that might have been a misclick. Those guys just got back onto the wall. They need to get some archers up here. It looks like the elves did actually supply some cavalry on this flank just so that the the dwarves didn't get sided on, because they would have been a very good Sally target, because they have no cavalry. Like, dwarves have cavalry in their roster, but they've chosen not to bring it because it is only merchant escort, so it's not great cav. But it might be worth bringing in another battle, just for mobility. Enemy tower destroyed. I presume that's just, oh, they're just capping stuff. Okay, Noldorian swords just capping stuff. There's a nice little like ridge or hill over here that you could fight over. That's really nice. I think this is a new map. I think this is like Erin Gallin or something like that. I may be wrong. Maybe the other one. I believe it's Erin Gallin or whatever it's called. It's one of the new maps added. There was 2 new maps added. I think it's Caris Solmagor that's been added as well as the other one. I do apologize if I butchered the names. But yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a new one because it's got like, I recognize it because it has a couple of hills, like 3 hills here, and then this 4th hill where the citadel is. So yeah, this is a really cool map. I really like it. It's quite open. Got a lot of different choke points. You've got bridges. You've got like hills you can fight over. Yeah, it's quite a good one. Definitely potential for any really sized battle. Obviously, like Mordor being here with their 7,000 men, it does make it look like they've got a lot of, like they're covering everything with their 7,000, even though there's one army. They're doing quite a good job of covering the entire map. So certainly like a 4v4 could be very viable on this map. But we'll go back over and we'll watch, it looks like the Orc Pillagers here, fighting on against the Dwarves of Erebor. Chopping them down. I do apologize that there is no music, by the way, as well, because I may have added some in, I may not have. I'm looking at finding some like proper Lord of the Rings-esque, like royalty-free music, because at the moment they now have Lord of the Rings like music in that is like from the movie. So obviously for copyright reasons, I could not have that in. Blasting away. It is slightly in the background. Like if it is like, if I go very quiet, you probably can hear it if if a very loud part appears, but. There is, yeah. So it's not quite gone, but it's not blasting output like that. But that is another cool thing that they've added to the mod, is that there is now Lord of the Rings music in. Obviously the UI as well has been massively changed. Like the tactical maps different. All the like the unit cards are different. Like this is a sword unit. It's like almost like a it's like an Uruk sword. They've really tried to make this mod their own, and I'm really glad that they have. The archers, like the bows, are different as well. Like everything's just so much different. It looks so good, and yeah, this is what it needed. This is not like the main update. This is just a like supplementary update that like they've added in. But yeah, it's a really, really much needed like update. Really, is like just adding UI. I think the next main update is going to be when like trolls and Rohan and stuff are added. If trolls ever come, we've been waiting for trolls for a very, very long time. But yes, as you can see, look at this shot. Imladris, there we go, loose boys, loose. They're just focusing down these Uruk Throng. Not really the greatest of targets. You want to be, I mean, they have got lots of archers. In fairness, they can probably afford to use some ammo, but they probably want to save some for these guards of the teeth up here. These poor boys are in for a lot of missile fire from those elves. I wonder whether the yeah, I don't actually know whether. No, the dwarves did not bring any archers. I was saying that they need to set up some archers over here, like some crossbows. They didn't set up any crossbows at all. Where they didn't decide to bring any, which is, I mean, that's not a bad play. It's not like the worst play in the world. Crossbows aren't the greatest until they're hard to angle. But yeah, like maybe they would be worth bringing. Like you can get direct line of sight on some stuff. There are some good spots you could just set up, like here, for instance. You could just shoot it down onto them. That's not a bad angle. But I guess they just wanted to like. Maybe the rules were like so many archers, so like the elves were like, I'll bring more archers, you bring more infantry, which may be the case. But over here, the dwarves are finally winning, or they were winning at one moment. Those Orc Pillagers are now even, but they were losing decisively for a moment. So maybe eventually these dwarves will fight their way through. I mean, these Orc Pillagers in a prolonged melee are not going to win. They're a shock infantry, not a melee infantry. They don't like fighting like this for a long time. But this looks really good. I mean, it's just so refreshing to just watch like these units again in combat. I've had a little break from Rise of Mordor. I've not been playing like lots of it recently. I've been putting out the odd like replay here and there, but it's just nice to come back and just see it all redone. I wasn't bored of the mod, just that I needed a break because there was nothing new. And then this update came out. I didn't even see it. It was like I don't know. It was like middle of the evening, and I just saw this update came out. I was like, oh my gosh. It's time. It's time to just bring back Rise of Mordor. Better than ever, as we have a new Elven faction. And here they are, going into battle for the first time in this battle. Glorious. But yeah, also this was sent in by a member of my Discord. So if you'd like to join my Discord to get involved in some Rise of Mordor action, or just to get involved in some battles, whatever, Total War, then feel free to join. The link is down below in the description. Always looking for more players, like I said, for whatever Total War, or if you just want to, even if you don't want to play, just want to chat with a nice Total War community and have a laugh, then feel free to join. Like I said, the link is down below in the description. Let's get in amongst these elves. Let's watch them have their fight as they fight these Uruks. Like, I think the Uruks are one of the units that especially need a reskin. They don't look very Uruk-like to me personally. I think Uruks need to look a lot more chunky, because like these are a bit like orcs almost. They look really short. Like, Uruks are really big. You see them in the movies, they are huge in comparison to orcs. When you see them fighting like Cirith and Gol, when they're fighting each other, like the orcs are tiny in comparison. So these Uruks, I think, could do with being maybe the same size as like men, and maybe the same size as the elves. I don't know if the elves are actually much taller. I know the dwarves are much smaller. Don't know actually if they made the elves much taller though than like elves and dwarves. They're finally firing off some arrows over here, but these Uruk archers are getting focused down. I feel so sorry for them. These like Uruk archers as well getting focused down by a range that they cannot even hit. Like, these elves obviously really, really good at their range. And I think like all the Noldorian archers also got like souped up on their range. Like, they're now at 225, like the Woodland Realm, which I do believe that the Woodland Realm was the only one that was at 225 before. But that kind of like ruins the Woodland Realm's like uniqueness a bit, but they still have really good archers. They have the best archers in the game probably, in the Lords of Lascala. But I mean, yeah, because the elves is like the elven archers are still only trained, while like the Lords of Lascala, and I think maybe even like the Lascalan archers are elite. I think Lascalan archers might just be trained. But certainly the Lords of Lascala are elite archers. A bit like Bardings. Bardings are a very solid archer unit as well. And they're elite. Only allowed to bring 3 of them, so they might be able to take on the elves. That'll be an interesting little bit of science to do, to see whether the Bardings on a 1v1 can take on the elves. They have a similar range as well. They might not have the same amount of range, so they might have to close that distance a little bit. Dwarves still fighting over here, chopping down these pillagers. They're still not broken through, so I mean, credit to the pillagers here. I don't think they got many kills, but yeah, they've killed like maybe 20 of these guys. But they're doing a good job slowing them down, put it like that. But that's kind of all Mordor at the moment is doing, is slowing stuff down. You can see the cavalry around here, Noldorian horsemen. They're debating whether charging in over here. Realize there's a lot of pole arms waiting for them. This is probably Morgul Legion, isn't it? Yeah, Morgul Legion. And we've got Uruk Throng here as well. And these guys, this is going to be a tough thing to break through. Look at that. You just got like the Uruk here, then the Morgul Legion, then the Uruk. That's really, really cool. But yeah, I mean, back over to this side, as you can see. Oh, the Shock's actually losing here. Wow, Noldorian swords losing now that the Orc Pillagers got sent in. I guess they're pretty tired, they're pretty weak. I think they may have taken out 1 or 2 swords already in this fight, and they are getting like shot. This is the archers from the Noldorian swords. Not Noldorian swords, Noldorian archers. They are the ones focusing stuff down here. They're nearly broken through here, but again, this unit of Noldorian swords has lost nearly 60 men, taking on 1 Uruk Throng. Don't know if that's really like a good payoff. But then again, like I said, Uruk Throng is a solid unit. A good old sip of the agua, keep myself hydrated, because this is a long one. We've got a good solid time amount left. I have a feeling it's going to get quite grindy when we get closer to that citadel. So I hope you guys have got your snacks and your drinks ready for what is to be probably a bit of a grindy fest. But it is apparently a very epic one. So I mean, there's always that. There's always that little silver lining. As you can see, these Uruks are finally going to get cleaned up. But there's another one ready for them. You see here. Oh, they're retreating. I take it back. There's not another one ready for these elves. They've decided they just watch their brothers die, and they're going to run away. And I would shoot these guys in the back. I mean, these archers here could get some nice volleys into the back of these guys. I wouldn't really worry about these Uruk archers too much. Maybe late game there might be a problem, but right now I think like they're not really an issue. I do love the bows though for the orcs. See if he like readies his arrow again. There you go. Let's look at some bows. Look at these bows. That's such a weird bow, and I love it. Oh, and he's dead. Oh no. But that's what you do for showing your bow. It's seen as a sign of a threat. Oh, the Morgul Legion pushing forward. This might be a time to catch them out with archers or cav. Like, you could charge into this now if the cav was right here, because they haven't got their pole arms down. But certainly would be a time to push these Morgul Legion forward. Not push them. Push our archers forward, sorry, to take out this Morgul Legion. They're pushing the Morgul Legion forward very much so. We can see that. Yeah, they haven't got many archers in reserve. I don't know how many Mordor brought. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 archers? Okay, it's like a fair amount, and most of these are healthy numbers. And they've got a lot of ammo. And they're 200 men per unit, but they're not like great. That's the thing, that's why they're 200. Also, like, Mordor just has loads of men anyway. Look at this. Look at the Iron Guards. Ready and waiting. It's hard to imagine there was only 500 of these guys at the battle of the Five Armies, sorry. But there was only 500 of them, and they take on like tens of thousands of orcs. Well, not tens of thousands, maybe thousands. Because the elves certainly did their own bit. But yeah, like, they did insanely well. But yeah, someone said in like the I was like in the video that I did on like the units, like this little hole here is probably like just an air hole, so you can hear like officers shouting. I was thinking for some reason it was an air hole. I was like, why would you have an air hole there? But yeah, because you've got that massive helmet on, you can't hear anything, so like you need like a little air hole. Never thought of that. That's very ingenious. Very even if that's like a I've just seen this. I know I was just interrupting myself, but yeah, it's a very ingenious little thing there. But like, serves the eye is outside the walls. And it may have accidentally, if they can get this Noldorian horse inside, they've captured all the gates. I believe. There is only 2 gates to this settlement. Yeah, and they've captured both of them, have the elves and the dwarves. So if they could just get that unit of Noldorian horses inside, then they don't have to face this Servants of the Eye. This is now outside the walls and can't be fought. That's a redundant... They're going to have to, like, dismount it and then use the, like them as infantry. But it looks like the elves are going to go out, sally out and face it. They're going to go and take down that Servants of the Eye. A bold play, because that cavalry could be quite useful late on. But you can see that the that Mordor is boxing up quite a lot at the moment. They really need to keep some of their cavalry alive if they want to counter the Servants of the Eye here. There are actually dwarves wavering. Wow, down to 3 men and they're wavering. Look at this. Poor little dwarf. He's fighting a big old orc with an axe. Can he take him down though? Yeah, no, he can't. They're cheering this. They think they've won. Yeah, these dwarves have actually they've actually lost in this war here. I think it didn't help that this tower broke, so it killed probably a bunch of them. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. So many died there. I think fighting these pillagers. I could be wrong. I think that is the case. But they've got plenty more. They've got plenty more dwarves to fight. Look at these. All these Erebor Axe Warriors. Looking awesome. And then the Grim Hammers as well. These guys are ready. This is still probably one of the scariest units in the game. Actually, yeah, I think you can bring Grim Hammers. Yeah, you can bring Grim Hammers and you can bring Iron Guards as your general now. Which is, again, another great thing. Because, I mean, they have brought Grim Hammers as their general in this case. But I think bringing the Iron Guard as a general is a better play. Because Grim Hammers often, I find, get focused down in multiplayer games. Because everyone's so scared of them. Because they, again, can get 300-400 kills. So everyone wants to just stop them from doing that. So bringing like an Iron Guard general might be a better idea. It's safer, certainly. You're not going to get focused down. This unit's just got so much armor. Look at the officer with his sword. Love that. But we might be able to see them in combat against the Uruk Throng and the polearms here. But I don't know. I don't know. We may do. They've got a lot of polearms though of Mordor. It's one of their finer things. Oh, and we've got a Servants of the Eye charge here. Servants of the Eye did charge in. Don't know if they got that many kills though. Didn't seem to. They seem to. The Noldorian swords lost a few, and the elves lost, like the elven archers lost a couple, but not many. Wonder whether it was actually the other way around, and the elves charged the Servants of the Eye, and they certainly focused them down with archers. Put it like that. But they might want to start charging this Uruk Throng before it gets back in over here. Oh yeah, this cavalry's getting focused down. Down to 26, and it's dropping as it's got its rear shown. It's already weakened on armor. Yeah, oh yeah, some more good shots there. Down to 23 now. These poor guys. Really nice. They look really nice when they're bloodied up though. Shame it's their blood, not the enemy. Their enemy's blood. Look at that unit. Looks awesome. This is one of the few units that doesn't need a reskin. It looks really, really good. Same with obviously like the Guards of the Teeth. I say the Morgul Legion also look pretty solid. But well, I don't know. I think yeah, like I said, some of the lower tier units could do with being redone. And we can't. I can't wait till Trolls are in here because the Mordor will be such a played faction. I mean, they already are fairly well played. I think like some really good players I know can play Mordor really well. But once Trolls are in, you'll see people wanting to play Mordor a lot more. And that'll be great to see. I mean, they're just standing off here, the dwarves, waiting for who's going to make the first move. But I mean, seriously, this looks so cool. Like, you cannot get over how cool this looks. And I can't wait until, like, the campaign's up. I did, like, a video for Rise of Mordor on, like, talking about the campaign and, like, the Q&As and what's going to come. So I'd definitely go and check that out on their channel. And, yeah, it'll answer a lot of your questions. If you've got questions about the campaign, that's where you need to go and look. On their channel, I've done a Q&A video, and that'll answer basically any questions that you have about the campaign. I know a lot of people are wondering when it's coming, what's going to be in it, and yeah, so you'll be able to find out in that video. But you can see here some Noldorian archers. They're moving up. They're going to attack the Uruk Throng here. They're going to charge on in. These guys probably won't win. They might take a fair few of the Uruk Throng out, but these are archers. I mean, they're still good archers. Elven archers are still pretty damn well trained. These guys have had thousands of years trained. Some of them. They know how to fight. Imagine fighting for thousands of years all over just for this one citadel. If you risk your life just for this, I mean, you are ridding the land of Mordor, but even still, is it worth it? I don't know. They've sent some shocking troops. It's a big blob of elves here, though. This is a perfect target for all these Uruk archers here to be shooting down. They're setting up the polearms now. They are actually losing this Uruk Throng because the shock has gone in. And here we go. The polearms are in there. Oh, that Morgul Legion's not quite set up properly, I don't think. They might be in trouble. Might be in trouble a little bit here. Yeah, they're falling back. They don't like it. They need to set up outside, like the formation. They set up like, yeah, like there, and then move in. That's what they need to do. Very, very nice. It's awesome, really does. And the elves can fight on hard in here. And then the dwarves have moved in on this choke point as well. They're going to fight what looks like the polearms here and the Uruk Throng. But it seems like it was a little bit of a fight, and then they've fallen back a bit. There's a few of them jabbing, but nothing like extreme like on the other side. Look at that, like, hiya, hiya! I will hit you one day with my spear. I will get you. And then here we go. Oh my gosh, this is a real charge here. Here we go. The dwarves of Erebor are truly here, and they are just charging into these pikes like no man's business. They're just getting in amongst them. They probably need some archers here to shoot these pikes. Thin them out a little bit. I remember the days when the dwarves used to grow like double their size when they did the kill animation. They no longer do that. Oh, this mod comes on so much. It's like watching a small child like grow up. Just watching the development of this mod. I can't wait till it's fully fledged. I mean, it already is fully fledged, but like when it has even more factions, more like units, it'll be great. And even with the sub mod as well, adding stuff. It's going to be great. It's going to be amazing when this is done. And I mean, Mordor's still got a decent amount of stuff left. What are the numbers looking like? They've got about 1,000 more men have Mordor at this point. The attackers have lost 900 men, and they've killed about 2,000 off at this point. Yeah, just over 2,000. So yeah, that shows the quality of Mordor's infantry. I'd say that they haven't fought the best infantry yet, though. That's the thing. They've killed off all the runts of the litter. Have Erebor and Imladris. They've still got the best stuff to fight yet. They killed a lot of Uruk Throng, killed a lot of pillagers. They have killed quite a few archers as well. They still got the Morgul Legion to get through. The Guards of the Teeth. I can't wait to see the Guards of the Teeth in action. They're going to look amazing. Really, really are. We've got Uruk archers here getting ready. We've got Iron Guard here as well. They look like they're still having just a little jab here and there. They're not in an intense fight here. Oh, they do look good though. I don't know what. Yeah, they're actually losing here. These polearms are actually causing these units to lose. And what they're shooting at here, they're shooting into the back at the Morgul Legion here. Morgul Legion have so much like armor, and they've actually got these guys facing towards like the direction that the arrows are coming in. That's really smart. Even though that they may like get surrounded accidentally if like this all broke at some point. Unlikely to break at this point, but like they're just making sure that they don't get like shot in the rear and take a lot more damage than they would necessarily. I mean, a good idea would be to get archers up to this spot here, and you could fire into the back of these units and support the Iron Guard. Certainly. I don't know whether you... No, I was just thinking, could you get up this slope? That's far too steep. I don't think you could get through there. But yeah, they're certainly at a point now where it's starting to get very choke pointy. And you can see this grind going on for a little while. Here we go, the pikes coming back up, pushing themselves back in. They want to poke some dwarves to death. These are Uruk's, these might be Uruk spears, I think. Oh no, no, they're definitely not Uruk spears, I don't think. They're just Uruk Throng. Surprised they didn't bring any Uruk spears, but maybe they just didn't see the need. Didn't see the need. We actually got some Noldorian swords through. Not quite sure how he's managed that. Maybe through that gap there. Yeah, there's a bit of a gap in the line. He's going after archers, trying to contain these guys. So yeah, these poor Noldorian swords in behind. Are they going to try and rear charge stuff? They probably should try and rear charge and stuff, but they're gonna charge in here, and they're gonna get surrounded in a moment. Yeah, these swords, they're not gonna fare so well. Being surrounded by archers and swords and all sorts of stuff. Here we go. These bloodied up swords. Here they go. Again, another thing that would be really nice to get add, but I feel like it's a detail that just can't be done. It would be like if you kill an orc, it's black blood instead of like red. It's the only thing that I've seen that like, oh, that would really make it really immersive. So you like see like these Noldorian swords just caked in black oozing blood, and then they got like their own red coming out now. But yeah, they're breaking. That was a risk that they tried there. I think that yeah, there is a gap here in the line. They're gonna try it again. You can see this unit's getting up. There is a gap. You could get a column through here. I think that's what they were trying, and they're gonna try it again. But I don't know if it's really worth it. Unsupported, this one unit here gets taken out by the 1, 2, 3 Uruk Throng that they're just waiting.
A unit has used all available ammunition.
See, they're gonna try. Oh, they're actually firing to the back of this polearm. That's really nice. Noldorian archers here firing to the back. Wavering this Morgul Legion. Oh no, Orc Pikes, sorry. Yeah, Orc Pikes here. Morgul Legion's all the way over on that side. If they can break through here, then, I mean, this probably dooms, well, maybe not all these three, but dooms certainly these two units here. And this is a Morgul Legion. So, I mean, to be fair, the Iron Guards, I mean, they're exhausted, but they are actually killing quite a few orcs here. Gradually. Let's just turn it around some more. Also, Attila looks a lot more pleasant. Oh, R.I.P. Orc. R.I.P. And there you go. The orc pikes are broken. And they've tried it again. Have the Noldorians. I feel like they're not doing it very effectively because they're losing a lot of men. I think when they're pulling through. Well, yeah, I'm presuming that they're pulling through. They really shouldn't be pulling through. They should be trying to do it around a corner here, like around this little bit here, and just and then they'd be fine. Yeah, the shock infantry might be in a little bit of trouble here. It is losing decisively.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
More men breaking for the elves, but these elves are still holding strong for now. Over here, it looks like the dwarves as well. They've got a big blob of dwarves over here. I wonder how many dwarves are dying just on these pole arms. It'll be interesting to see at the end. I mean, obviously, it won't all be dwarves that they've killed, but there must be a lot dying to these. I mean, this was the orc pikes as well. Yeah, low tier stuff. And yeah, they're breaking through. They see this unit here. They're just not doing it correctly. They're like pulling through, and they're losing a lot of shock. I know they've still got a lot here, but you've got to also remember that you've still got a lot more tiers to get through. Eventually, after like getting through all these, they're actually sending down Morgul Legion to try and slow it down. Oh, they got cavalry in. How the heck did they get this cavalry in? Where did this cavalry get in? Did it go through here? Possibly? I don't know. I did not see that cavalry sneak in, but it like got through with no casualties, so it kind of pulled through, I wouldn't have thought. Maybe it did. But it's got after these archers, and it just needs to rear charge some of these spots. They actually have got some orc spears here ready, and they're going to just try and form up a line here. I think they've condemned, like, they're condemning these two spots here, which not the worst thing in the world, but I mean, this is a large choke point, which can't be held by this one in Morgul Legion alone. You got dwarves that have got in column. They did it properly. They've got round. They're now surrounding, well, they're not surrounding, but they're now threatening the rear of those orcs there. So that's a big thing. That is big. And over on this side, yeah, still holding hit this Morgul Legion. They're exhausted as well. Here we go, cavalry charge surely into the back. Oh, they're the pole arms looking the right way. Oh, very nicely played there by Mordor. Got his pole arms looking that way. He's allowing his Uruk-Thron to fight on. This is when the Iron Guard now need to push on and be aggressive. Charging in there to those spears. Usually charging into spears, not a good idea, but these Uruk spears must have been like looking the wrong way or like moving forward themselves, not set up. And they're charging back to this Morgul Legion. These Noldorian horsemen are getting a lot of kills right now. They need to do that charge again into these spears, possibly. Another charge into the spears, please, sir. No, back into the Morgul Legion. I don't know. No, going into the throng here, into the Orc throng. Oh, that's not a bad charge. That's not a bad charge at all. Trying to support the dwarves here, which are actually getting through. And yeah, I mean, these units here are not doing so well now that this flank's opening up. They feel like they're being threatened on the flank, which they kind of are, to be fair. So this whole area here is under threat, really. It's very, very dangerous right now. Very, very dangerous. They need to get some more archers, but I mean, they've still got a fair few archers with ammo, and they've got more back here as well. Oh my gosh, they've got like elves back here with no ammo. Need to send them up. They've got like a Noldorian archer here with no ammo. Need to keep sending it up. I don't know if they dealt with that Mouth of Sauron, Servants of the Eye. I don't know. I think they might have. I think they might have killed it. Where was it killed? Somewhere out here. I feel like it must. Yeah, over here. Wow, they annihilated this unit. 2 Noldorian horsemen just annihilated the Servants of the Eye. I wonder whether they either weren't paying attention, or I guess it's maybe just the charge. Like if they charge it in like with one unit and then charge in the rear with the second, they may have been able to do it. Maybe be able to kill that unit quite quickly. It's surprising. Usually, like, Mouth of Sauron can take them all out. Uruk-Thron breaking, though, you can see here. So now this whole area here has been opened up for the for the dwarves and for the elves. They're falling back their orc pikes as well, and the Morgul Legion. They desperately want to get these pole arms and stuff back to the next layer. They're quite happy to sacrifice these swords. They're mere peasants compared to these pole arms, apparently. But if you have no no swords or spears left to save the pole arms, then the archers can rip them to shreds. Like right now, this unit here of Noldoran swords, Noldoran archers, sorry, should fall back. Just let the archers with ammo kill these Morgul Legion. Look how many dead Imladris there are here as well, by the way. There are bodies everywhere. And they're actually, yeah, they're falling back. Finally, they're going to give ground. Yeah, and perfect timing. I can now look at all the bodies under here. Look at that. That's so sad. Imladris didn't decide to bring any pikes as well, because Imladris does have pikes. And they could have been very useful against all this pike stuff that Mordor's brought. Might need them, and they're really good pikes. You can see they're actually going to successfully get back their pole arms. They were too slow here with the orcs and the dwarves. Orcs and dwarves. The elves and the dwarves. The orcs were very quick. Yeah, they've not got caught up with these in time. And it's going to become like 2 single choke points there. Well, I guess there's still 2 choke points. It then becomes 1 choke point here. And then again, 1 choke point, which is a much bigger one though. And still a very scary one. Because this is still got these guards of the teeth here. These nasty, nasty units. That is a real concern, like I said, for them to take out. They're actually falling back here. Oh, okay. So they're going to try and defend this angled spot here. Don't know how I feel about that, but there you go. They're going to try and defend this, and this is what Mordor's plan is. They're going to actually start shooting. Yeah, they are falling back, I think, to allow the... I don't know, maybe not as a great angle for the archers, because you can see these Noldorian archers now are firing onto just this big old blob of polearms and spears. I mean, it's not the worst angle to shoot, or like worst thing to shoot at. There's nothing better to shoot at right now. Let's have another volley, man. Another volley would be nice. There we go, better. And I mean, yeah, these guys now head on. Morgul Legion being shot in the face is hard to kill. Better shoot them in the back. I mean, they're trying to shoot these orc pikes. I don't think the orc pikes being shot at is like the end of the world. This is a good unit to like lose compared to like the Morgul Legion. Well, actually, no, this one's Morgul Legion here. So I mean, shooting this one's a no-no in the eyes of Mordor. But these orc pikes, who cares what happens to them? Yeah, look at them. They're getting back. They're cheering. They're like, yeah, we killed so many orcs and... why do I keep saying orcs? We killed so many dwarves. Killed so many dwarves. Maybe they killed a lot of orcs as well. Maybe they killed a lot of each other. I wouldn't be surprised with the orcs. They're so undisciplined. Mordor are madmen. But yeah, I'm gonna... oh, we've got a... what's this? This is just a little skirmish here. Oh my gosh. R.I.P. for these Yorick throng here. And some... Erebor Axroy has been sent the job of dealing with these guys here. R.I.P. to these Uruk throng. Nowhere to run. But yeah, I think I'm going to make a cut because, well, I think it's going to be a little bit of time before the elves and the dwarves decide to make their advance up towards this polearm line. I could be wrong. They may just now go and attack, but I'm going to make a quick cut. And so I'll see you guys in a moment. And I was absolutely wrong. It was literally a matter of seconds. I honestly thought these guys were going to just wait, let their archers like set up here, focus down this area here. But no, they're just going to send in the old... Erebor Axe Warriors, the 3 units here. They're going to try and break through all of this. I don't know if they're gonna in time. I mean, they've got the numbers now and the quality, but I don't know if they've got the ability to break through all these polearms and stuff. Really, they are smartly saving ammo for later on. Are the elves? So well done there. But this is where I would think like Erebor crossbows would be so useful. Erebor crossbows are so good at armor piercing. Like a crossbow is just very good at armor piercing. So like having like some of these guys just to stand here point blank range would be amazing. And you're sending in some elves without ammo now as well. Attacking on this little spot here might be an idea. That there's no pole arms really here. But yeah, in they go into the mix. And here continues the siege of Imladris versus Mordor. Well, and the dwarves. I can't forget the dwarves. The Iron Guard, they've done their bit. Along with Erebor. Looks like they're falling back though. Are we going to send in the spears first? The Iron Guards might get sent in first. Well, technically it's second, but, you know, first in. That officer unit, man. Let's just look at that. Such a cool unit. Off he goes. Sends the men in. The elves are staying in there, but the Iron Guard are going to go in. Not a bad unit to send in. They're really focusing on this Uruk Archer. There's no need. Just let it die. Let it die. But yeah, this is a sturdy defense up here. You're not going to want to come through this. And then when you think you're finished, you've still got Orc Pillagers. And you've still got more Guards of the Teeth. More and more of them still to come. And there they are. Glorious, glorious things. They are awesome, really are. And yeah, let's get back into the action. Back into the action. Back killing any orcs we can find.
Return to the battle.
And there we go. Unfortunately, yeah, the game crashed or something like that. I do not know. I don't know why. I think it's because there's R2 buildings on, and you don't need R2 buildings. Like the mod was used, and this mod has now got R2 buildings in it. So I think like the two combination being in here has kind of made it a little unstable. But it just crashed. But we're back to this point. And as you can see, the dwarves are still here, and so are the polearms. I don't see these polearms going anywhere. Honestly, we still got like a long time left in the siege, so I hope you guys are still sitting comfortably. But we could be looking at a polearm defense here for a very, very long time. I have a feeling. Like I don't see them going anywhere. Still waiting to see what they're going to do here. I'd like to see like them sally out maybe with some servants of the eye. See if they can break through some of these men. So even they don't have like a... Oh my gosh, there's so many dwarves left as well. And they're fairly healthy units as well. I mean, there's like a couple that are not. But like so many healthy units. Are you going to send forward the Grim Hammers? I don't know if that's really a smart idea at the moment with the polearms in here. There's 2 more Legion in here. And they've barely killed one of them. Oh my gosh, if they break through this, then this is a big, big win. If they break through this, then they're onto this. And this is a bit more, well, I say a bit more like winnable. But there's still Orc Pikes in here. There's still more Legion in here. Then there's the Guards of the Teeth. Oh no, more Legion. They've even got then to the Guards of the Teeth. So many polearms. I think they should have put a limit on polearms for Mordor. Because it's a bit silly how many they brought. Certainly making it grindy. But that's what we're here for. The grindy long sieges. They're always the best. Not even much to commentate on, really. I mean, there's a wavering unit now. I mean, that's a good sign. But yeah, there's not really much to commentate on. I mean, all I can say is it's like, well, we're looking at a choke point. But yeah, anyway, I mean, this is going to be the last battle before New Year's. So I hope you guys are... I mean, well, I don't know how much you've really enjoyed 2020, because I don't think 2020 can be enjoyed. But hopefully you made the most of it, and hopefully 2021 is obviously much, much better for everyone. Yeah, 2020 will go down in history as being a pretty terrible year. But yeah, this is going to be the last battle. I mean, what a great battle to finish on. Like a Rise of Mordor. update battle. Couldn't think of anything better to finish 2020 on. I mean, it's a little slight improvement there. Hopefully from what you're watching this, maybe as the year comes to an end and you start the new one. Who knows? Let me know in the comments when you're watching this. Are you watching it in 2021 or in 2020? Or maybe 2030, if, like, my channel's still on YouTube at that point.
Whole unit has been destroyed.
Are any of these units breaking? I mean, apart from... The only units I really care about if they break are these pole arms. And they're not breaking. I mean, the Morgul Legion are losing men, though. They're down to 100 now. They're at half strength. This one, though, is still at basically full strength. But, I mean, yeah. Like I said, so much more to still get through. I just keep coming back. I keep saying this like as an excuse just to come and have a look at these guys. They just remind me of Voldemort a bit. They look so pale as well. They look like they are ready to just go and do some Expelliarmus or something like that. Say some and find some Horcruxes. Shows that I know a lot about Harry Potter. Here we are. Iron Guard's still trying to break through. Elves going in now.
An entire unit.
These elves look like they're just trying to pull through or something because they're not even really like the fighting animations. Oh, there we go. The fighting animation was barely starting. Yeah, these elves are just going to get murdered. Why they sent these guys in? Yeah, elven archers losing decisively. That's what happens when you just charge in. You fools, you shouldn't have done this. Now, the Iron Guard are only surviving because they have shields. And they have so much armor. With Grimhammers in it now, I don't know if they're going to win this. Oh, they're going to sacrifice so many good units to the elves and the dwarves here. I mean, the elves aren't as much. They've not really got, like, anything amazing to sacrifice at the moment. They've got the best probably used the cavalry. Their shock infantry is good, but it's not good for any of these scenarios now. They've had their time. It was very early on, fighting Uruk Throng. You see all these like Grim Hammers getting gutted. Get them out of there. Get them out of there. They're losing decisively probably. They're losing so many men. They're exhausted as well. And yeah, this is a huge blob of stuff here. Trying to break through. I mean, look at this. Get a nice little bird's eye view. I cannot see them breaking through this. I mean, there's still a good amount of time. I'm going to fast forward it for a little bit and just see whether anything really happens. Because again, I mean, this is just standing here in a choke point. We just, like I said, not masses going on. Let's just watch gloriously as something eventually may happen. The Grimhammers, just keep watching them go forward, get impaled in the chest, and fall over and die, is all I'm just seeing. And because they're a shock infantry, they should be here. And they occasionally, they are baiting out a Morgul Legion and killing a Morgul Legion. Like there, for instance, they are killing some Morgul Legion, but not like enough to like make them break. That's the problem. So that's the issue. Archers coming in now. They're going to try and use that precious ammo up. They're setting up here. There's still a fair amount of ammo, a fair few units of ammo. Archers here breaking, or the wavering. They've been like that for a while. Morgul Legion losing decisively now, though. That's huge. That is what I say is huge. They need to kill this other unit, though. I mean, I feel like they can quite contend up here. I feel like whatever is here is going to be left here to die. I don't see them like setting more down. They look like they're pretty ready and set up for like this next stage. And like I'm more worried for when they have to fight these guards of the teeth. They are not breaking through these guards of the teeth at all, not one bit. Come and look at them. Look at the like engravings on the helm as well. Look amazing. Nothing on their blades though. They've got basic blades like Mordor, just a purpose-built blade. Morgul Legion though, wavering. They got to a silver chevron. I don't know what they started on, but they killed that many people. They're on a silver chevron. But they are starting to kill quite a few of these Morgul Legion, the elves and the dwarves. Let's see what can happen. Let's go back to fast forward for a little bit, see if we can get through a bit more of this. Oh, there they go. Finally, that Morgul Legion's gone though. That's a big win there for the alliance of elves and dwarves. They needed that win. Now they have one more to kill, and still a lot of Orc Spears. These Orc Spears might die quite quickly, but the Morgul Legion, actually, this one's dropping quite quickly every time a volley comes in. So there's still hope. There is still hope that they can kill like all of this. I mean, the numbers are very close. About 300 difference in favor of the dwarves and the elves, but that's probably going to be slowly closed because the orcs are definitely killing off far more dwarves and elves in like a second than the dwarves and elves can do to the orcs, because their polearms are just nasty. I mean, yeah, they'll eventually kill them, but like at what cost? That's the thing. That is the thing. I mean, balance power is in favor of the elves and the dwarves because the quality and numbers are with them, which is always a thing. Like the elves and the dwarves can afford to go below the amount of men that they like have smaller amounts of men than the orcs, but they can't go too low because otherwise they won't break through the polearm line. And they're gonna looks like they're just gonna try and pull through. Oh, don't tell me they're gonna try and pull through. They're gonna lose so many dwarves from doing this. No, they're just giving more attack orders, I think. No, they're definitely trying to pull through. Yeah, this is not okay. I mean, this is like, what you're seeing here is just like the dwarves trying to pull through. And, well, actually, they're breaking the Orc Spear from doing that as well. Like, the Orc Spear was not breaking anytime soon. I think they're trying to, like, pull them through a bit, get them closer, and then give them more attack orders. Just to try and, like, force this Morgul Legion out of formation. And rightly so, they're losing some Noldorian archers for it. And all these units here are losing decisively. Rightly so. And the Morgul Legion win decisively. Good. I'm rooting for Mordor if you're going to pull through like that. They set up properly. Imladris has the ability to counter it. They could have brought those really good pikes. Decided not to. Pikes against polearms as well. I think the pikes win. Because of quality and also because, well, pikes are longer than polearms. And like against Mordor, they shouldn't have to worry about archers at all because their archers are just terrible. Their archers truly are probably some of the worst. They're losing now though, the Morgul Legion. Here we go. It's going to be moving on to this next stage in a moment, and yeah, these Uruk archers here, they're going to be either run down or they're going to have to quickly run back. I know what the cavalry's going to do as soon as like any infantry comes up this slope. This cavalry's running down and he's going to kill as many as possible. Not a bad idea. I mean, the best thing they could do then is possibly bring up their own cavalry to counter, just to stop the Sons of the Eye from doing it. Oh, they've done such a good job. I hate that these Morgul Legion have got to die this way. Why have you got to die? Yeah, look at them. I bet they've got at least 300-400 kills each. Or maybe between them, I don't know. They seem to have killed a lot. There's a lot of dead bodies under here. A lot of dead bodies. A lot of Iron Guard. I can see a lot of Erebor axes. Probably a lot of elves as well. A unit's ammo is spent, and that's another elf without ammo. How many they got left? 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one's just Diddy. So they only got 4 left with ammo. And there's definitely more than 4 pole arms to break through. Are you honestly going to shoot this 78? Just save your ammo. Like I said, these guards, the teeth, they need killing with the ammo. And now it's just the pole arms holding back. They're actually back to combat even. Yeah, look at that. They're going to do it again. They're going to pull through. They're going to pull through. You shouldn't do this. There's still a good 40 men in that unit there. Yes, there's like hundreds here, but there's better ways of doing this. That whole unit, that whole polearm unit couldn't hold this entire choke point. Just fall back and then charge them. Yeah, this is just wrong. Shouldn't do that. There you go. And they're firing arrows at these Uruk archers here. This is not a smart idea. You should not shoot these archers. These archers are just worthless. Here comes the cavalry, though. Summons the eye. Let's get it from their perspective. Let's be this guy here. Look at him. We'll call him Clive. Clive, the servant of the eye. Is he going to get a kill? Charging into some dwarves. Oh, yeah, he's definitely got some kills. Well done, Clive. I don't know why we're still in this terrible view, but there you go. Now in come the elves. And they're going to break those guys. Yeah, those ones the eye had no choice but to do that. Otherwise, they were going to be waiting until they're in here, and they're probably going to get focused down then. Now we're down to the last assault, really. The last assault. If you got this far into the video, thank you very, very much. And, thanks for your patience and also persistence. I hope you guys have enjoyed. I certainly have enjoyed playing it and commentating it. But it can still go either way. I think the forces of Mordor still have the ability. Oh, they need to be careful here. Yeah, that's going to hurt. The cavalry's all going to die here now. They'd be better dismounting this cavalry. Oh my gosh. They were murdered. Very much so. The Noldorian horse need to be careful. It lost a good amount of men there. But yeah, I very much enjoyed commentating this battle. And it's been very fun to watch. Good to see Imladris on the battlefield. Good to see the dwarves. Still got some of their iron guards knocking about. Quite a lot, actually. It's going to be interesting to see how they're going to break through this next line. I'm just going to fast forward till they actually make that push up. It looks like they're going to wait until they've killed this Sons to the Eye. Then they'll make that decision what's going in next. They may send up their archers first as well. Just try and shoot this area down. But again, I'd be leaving the arrows for these guys at the back, the guards of the teeth, which are now right at the back of the map to try and stop them getting shot by archers and such like. They just need to kill the Uruk spears, and then it's kind of easy street for them because nothing then can stop archers. Like even these Morg Legion, even though they've got really good armor, sorry, they still won't stop the archers. They can shoot this Morg Legion on this side here, or like the Orc Pike in the center, break them, then it'll make it much easier as well. It looks like they're still shooting these archers here. Again, I don't know why they're bothering. These guys are pretty depleted, not getting great angles. Not at all, but I guess that's what they're going to do. It's what they feel like it's the right thing to do. The Morg Legion ready with his nasty looking pole arms. In come the dwarves. For some reason today I've just got some sort of thing with calling the dwarves orcs. I mean, they are small, both of them, but one's very armed and one's not. And their tower is broken. Oh, that could be huge. They somehow captured... Is the tower in front of them or something? Where is the tower cap? Well, I would have thought that would kill quite a lot of these These units, yeah, it did over on this side. You see it killed quite a few orc spears here and stuff like that. Interesting. Interesting. Here we go, another choke point, but these guys are losing. Mordor Legion already losing decisively, or they were for a second. Don't like they are anymore. We've got the Iron Guards, they're all still alive. In some way or another. Like, these guys are hard to kill. I'm telling you. And the Grimhammers are going in. Looks like the Dwarves have been given the job of assaulting these polearm positions. Like, Elven Armor's good, but it's not that good. The Dwarves can take a lot of hits. Like those, like look at the shoulder pads that these guys have. They are huge. That's a huge chunk of armor there on them. Yeah, the elves are kind of just sitting back. They're going to take a bit more of a reserve spot. I imagine their archers will go up, and that'll be it. I mean, actually, to be fair, these Orc archers here, these are the ones you want to shoot. These guys are full strength, full ammo. But yeah, I mean, they captured one tower. Could they capture this one possibly? I don't know. They might want to try it. They needed. I think they should have brought an artillery piece. Like if the dwarves brought an artillery piece, that could have helped destroy like these polearm lines. And again, we're back in a choke point. And again, there is not much I can say about it. What I can say is how beautiful this mod is. And just a job well done to the modders. But keep it up. The job's not quite done yet. Oh, here they come though. Here they come. The guards of the teeth. They're coming in. They feel like it's time for them to be thrown in. Oh boy. Those wicked blades. They really are. Already the polearms losing? Not really. Maybe they just feel now's the time to throw them in. Some really cool animations that are like in this mod as well. Really are. They're just like, I mean, how that guy stabbed, like the dwarf there earlier just stabbed someone with an axe in the chest. I'm not quite sure he stabbed someone with an axe. Very much a hacking weapon. Mordor Legion losing, so I mean, good time to send up those guards to the teeth. Yet to lose a man. Now's the time to bring up those elven archers and start destroying this line here. I mean, there's so many polearms as well. You're just going to be hitting polearms after polearm after polearm. Wavering here, the Orc Pikes. As are the Mordor Legion. So, yeah, definitely time for the guards to come up. And it's really, really close on numbers now. It's about 300 difference. I mean, actually, it kind of stayed pretty stable. But I still think that the Orcs can do this. They've lost their unit here of Orc Pikes, though. That was not surprising. Orc Spears were losing decisively here for a second, but now have gone back to, well, even. No, they're losing decisively still. I think because they're fighting outside the safety of the pipeline. Yeah, they're coming out of the safety of the pipeline and getting killed quite easily. I think by far and away my favourite unit now has to be the Iron Guards. Their shields, man, look amazing. Amazing. Here we go. They're going to carry on throwing those men forward. They're starting to lose though, the Iron Guard. Down to 13 men, 12, 11. These guys just don't break. They just don't break. I guess that's what you get for 1,300 per like unit. These guys are just relentless. 10 men. What madmen. Archers now starting to fire, trying to help, but they're not getting great angles. You can see with the red little bow there, obstructed that means. So it means they're not getting great angles. I don't know if that's the same case with the elves though. Elves still yet to actually even like loose a volley. Not quite sure what they're doing. Maybe just waiting, resting up, letting their dwarven brethren die. Well, they're not in brethren, but you know, dwarven allies die. Maybe they're just having second thoughts about this alliance. They've still got plenty of Noldorian swords here as well. Oh, it's scary for the old Mordor troops. They're starting to waver now, though, those Iron Guards. 6 men wavering. They stopped wavering now as well, and they've gone back to combat even. Nuts. And they just got an encourage or a rally. There you go. Have any of the Guards of the Teeth died yet? No. No. And a fat... Oh, no, one. One Guard of the Teeth has died. Maybe they're waiting until they've killed all this first line. There's still a fair amount of Uruk spears and other stuff. Maybe they're waiting until they're all dead before they start loosing the arrows. I'm not sure. They're certainly waiting for something. Those elves. Maybe they're gonna just turn around like Thranduil did when Erebor was in need. He's just gonna walk away. I know this isn't the Woodland Realm, but even still, they're all the same, the elves. They all act the same when it comes to the dwarves. You can't trust them. Can't trust an elf as far as you can throw him. And I bet a dwarf can throw an elf quite a long way. They're strong, strong beings. Losing decisively, Uruk Spears. Good signs there if you're rooting for the dwarves. Uruk Spears losing here as well. The general is now in though for the dwarves, and he's losing decisively. This is why I think you should have brought him as a Iron Guard. Like, this would have been a perfect battle for him to play as Iron Guard. Because the Iron Guard are having a lot more success trying to break through this choke point. I mean, they're still struggling, but they're not dying as quickly, put it like that. That's the... Like, I'm not saying that they're breaking through anytime soon. I mean, they might. They might. If they can general snipe, I don't know. If they can get those archers up to, like, right behind here, they could possibly reach this general unit and shoot him. It might be what they have to do. These Noldor archers here, they're struggling to shoot stuff. They might want to just get all the way up to, like, here. And then shoot the general in the back. I know it's a general snipe, but that might be the best way to kill this army off. I don't think it's going to break from army losses. But let's just zoom in for a little bit and fast forward, and we'll see what happens. I mean, it's looking like it's going very nicely. Hold the line, Orc brethren. Sauron expects victory from us at any cost. He doesn't care how many of you die. He can spawn another 10 to replace each one of you. You must win. He does not care for your life, but you must win. That's probably how the deal that it goes, really. Morgul Legion down to 2 men. Look at that. These guys don't break either. Guards of the Teeth starting to lose a few men here and there, but not many. Center one's not lost any. One on the left's lost the most. These guys are exhausted. They're not even in combat. It'd be really good because I think the dwarves are getting like axe thrower unit added. An axe thrower unit would be so useful right now for the dwarves as well. They could fall back just like their axes throw those. I bet they're really good at armor piercing as well. And they get a lot of kills. A lot of kills in this scenario right now. And the halberdiers that they're supposedly getting would be useful as well. Yeah, look at this. Noldorian archers setting up really close. I think they are going to try and shoot these servants of the eye back here. Not a bad idea. It might be the only way they're going to win. They're obstructed as well. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do to get it out of this situation. I don't think they're going to, like, they could pull through either. Like, I know they did the old pull through tactic earlier, which is scummy. Let's just put it like that. But I think there's just far too many pole arms here. I honestly think Mordor might have it. The dwarves are falling back. There you go, look at them, they're falling back. And now the pole arms are peace. There is peace in Mordor. And there you go, arrows are flying off. They're trying to shoot these units. I think they're trying to shoot the general. He's down to 16 men. Let me just also point out, he's down to a very few. And now the elves are able to respond. General's under attack. He's a pole. Get there eventually. A shock infantry coming up. And he's going to be the first one in. He's gold chevrons as well. We've got Noldorian archers here as well, focusing down, well, just any pole arm that they can find. Any of these pole arms. We've got shock infantry coming up as well. And it looks like it's, yeah, you can start to see they're starting to die, a few of these guards of the teeth. They're moving around a bit, but not masses. Here we go. Got a general coming in. General for the elves. He's going to go in. And the elves are going to take over now. They're going to do a good charge. They did get a good charge into those spears. After that, though, they'll probably get pretty bogged down and killed. Yeah, they broke those spears like no problem, and now it's just these pole arms. They didn't just shoot these pole arms like point blank range, because these elves are going to lose fighting these guys. They're already losing decisively here. And they're just, I mean, they're still well armored, these guys, but like, I just don't feel like their armor's as chunky as like the dwarves. The dwarves make their armor to be like purpose built, while like the elves kind of want to make theirs look glamorous, but yet also quite good. They'll still protect them. Like the dwarves don't really care about looks. They just want it to like, they just want to become like an iron, just fully coated in iron if they can, and it doesn't matter how it looks. As long as it's just effective and does its job. That's certainly what I get with the Iron Guards. I mean, it still looks good, but it just looks so much more purpose-built than, like, say, like the Noldorian swords here we're looking at. But yeah, I'm sure these pole arms just ripping. Yeah, look at this, ripping to shred these guys. And the guards of the teeth. They're losing men here though. They're losing men quite quickly. Down 115. They're winning on this side though, but yeah, guards the teeth on this side doing okay. They might want to send some pillagers in, yeah. 200 men, or 200 of Sauron's finest, I should say, being sent in. They're going to clean up. Oh, look at that. That'll help save the guards of the teeth for a little while. These pillagers mopping up. Pillagers, they're getting forced back themselves now. Those pillagers, oh my gosh, yeah, they're losing already. What happened, pillagers? What happened? Grimhammer General in here, 10 men. If they lose either of these gens, though, like the elves or the dwarves, they're probably going to chain route. I actually think that Mordor might have this. Look at it as well, balance power. Oh, yeah, balance power. Now Mordor has the more men. I know that doesn't really matter because Mordor's units aren't great, but they've got pole arms. These are polearm units that they've got left. And they've got nothing to stop them. They needed the pikes, the elves. They needed the pikes. Those Guardians of Imladris, or whatever they're called, Guards of Imladris, they're really good. Solid pike unit. They might kill the pillagers, but I don't think they'll kill all the polearms. I might be wrong. It's getting close. It's getting interesting. Yeah, pillagers breaking on this side. Polearms are still doing okay. 105 men. Morgul Legion starting to lose finally. Guards the teeth. Still looking healthy. Imagine this there being this many Mouth of Saurons. It'd be disgusting. So many unwashed teeth. There you go, they've broken the pillagers though. Pillagers pulling back here as well. Maybe they're going to go for another recharge. Might get a general's died. There you go, the elven general has just died. That's going to cause a lot of morale problems for the elves, which are kind of just sending in all their stuff. They've got their carrier. They might just want to dismount that. Here comes the cavalry. I mean, this is a forlorn hope that these guys are going to break through. And there you go, look at that. The cavalry is just getting minced by these polearms. Guards of the teeth are probably racking up kills right now. Servants of the Eye doing their bit. I'm probably going to just pop some like some debuffs or something like that. They got scare ability and all sorts of war cry stuff. And there's a lot of wavering units here right now. They could probably start to think about charging out. Yeah, they could charge out here, attack this Iron Guard, break through here, and then just rear charge. And that's what they're going to do, you can see. Yeah, just go on through. There's nothing to stop them. Charge these tiny little units. Then chase the cavalry down. The cavalry's actually breaking. It's gone. Cavalry's fully gone. There's no cavalry protection for them now. And yeah, this Servants of the Eye can just mop up the last of the enemies. And look at that. Mordor is going to win. You see they're sending some shock infantry back. They're going to try and kill this cavalry. A good counters the shock infantry. Archers turning around and shooting them. They're thinking, right, now's the time to kill the Servants of the Eye. If we get this general, that's a huge, like, damage to the morale. But look at this. The dwarves are now chain routing. And the elves are chain routed. And it's a valiant defeat for Imladris. And Mordor has won. So we'll end the replay and have a look at some of the end results very, very quickly. So yeah, this was sent in by Boris, who's playing as Imladris. Thank you to him for sending this one in. He's a member of the Discord and a loyal sub. Thank you very much. And then we also have Executioner, who's playing as the Dwarves and Culbries, who I know is a fan favourite of Mordor, so I'm not surprised it was him playing as them. But yeah, we'll quickly look at Boris's army and his kills. 202 kills with Noldorian swords, 255, 262. Some good kills there. His archers doing quite well, getting 135 kills, 182. Doing quite well there. His cavalry doing okay, 420. Did more than okay. 420 kills, insane amount of kills. I think that was the one that was bouncing off all that stuff early on in the game. That was way back then. And then we've got Executioner here who's playing as Erebor. His axes did quite well, 233 there. That one did. I think it's the best one there. His Grimhammers, look at all the new unit cards as well. Like, Erebor's got such nice unit cards now. They look awesome. Grimhammer's not doing the greatest, only getting 143. Wasn't really their battle today. Like, fighting so many pikes, the dwarves just couldn't break through with, like, their shock infantry and their axes. And the Iron Guards are getting 192 kills, which is not too bad at all for a spear unit. Like, that's really, really good. Then we have Culbries here. We'll have a look at some of his units. His Urkthrong, 136. His Pillagers, 72. His Pikes getting 119. His Morgul Legion, 480. Insane. And then Guards of the Teeth, 464. And they were barely in the fight. And then his Servants of the Eye getting 52 kills. And his Vassal Saffron Cavalry getting 116, which is pretty good for them, to be fair. So anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this new Rise of Mordor Siege battle. If you did, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. And until next time, Legionnaires,